motorcycle, I believe, right now. So once the motorcycle leaves, you can hear me. You hear the motorcycle?
Yeah, I can hear the motorcycle. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are is the worst place to be.
The Comedy Cellar sign has better sound.
Motorcycle. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are is the worst place to be.
We're live now, guys.
Yeah, I know we're live.
Yeah, I know we're live.
Can you guys? Sherrod just went mute.
Oh, you hear me now? You hear me good? You hear me better? Comedy Cellar Nightly live right now. Yeah, I'm out in these streets, trying to see what this virus is doing. Rosebud, where are you?
I'm at home.
Okay, how's that going for you?
It's fine. I just did a show in a park. Things aren't going good. Things are not great.
It's not a good time for comedy when the weather can affect the show happening or not?
It's the worst, dude. I think at the end I just started screaming to the audience. I was like, we're in hell. This is hell. I was like, dig a hole and bury me here.
Why? Were you in Queens?
No, I was in Central Park.
Oh.
Look at Jules. Jules, where are you? Still in LA? You in LA, right?
Yeah, but I just moved, so my place looks crazy. But can't you tell? Look at this wall. It's insane.
Yeah.
But I'm in LA. Look at this shirt. I'm a mess.
Yeah, that shirt and that wall together means murder-suicide.
Wait, Sherrod, are you like leaning into your headphones?
No, that's what I got a speaker on my thing.
No, he's on the phone with a girl.
Yeah, he's actually talking to his fucking lawyer.
Speaking of conventions, though, today's the second night of the Democratic convention.
I know.
I know both of y'all are voting Dems, right?
Yeah. Did you watch the first night?
Yes, I saw Michelle Obama came out there like it was a rap battle. I loved it.
Yeah, she did good. She
took it so, man. Yeah, took it so. That was like a season finale of movies.
I know. It was weird though because I felt like, I don't know if you guys felt like this, but it felt like to me, it was nice because it felt the way I feel when I do shows on Zoom. It's like I know that that's how they felt. Like to watch the most powerful people in the country doing the same, like just suffering through the same indignities that comedians are having to suffer right now.
Welcome to the party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sherrod, you look like we're on a news show and you're the one on the streets because we can't go there. We're like, Sherrod, what's it really like in Chicago right now?
A lot of gunfire. A lot of gunfire.
I know.
How spicy is the food?
How did you imagine?
Where's Mike Yard? Is Mike Yard out there? Where is he?
That was a racist question. That was a racist question.
He's trying to figure out
how's Mike Yard?
What's that?
He's trying to figure out his computer right now. Mike is going through technical difficulties as we speak.
Oh, is he?
Yes, I got to do my hair while I'm on the Zoom, sis.
Listen, if you guys think I'm wearing pants right now, you are wrong. I have stopped trying.
No, you're wearing a sensible A-line skirt.
Yeah.
You got on no pants and you're making a blowjob ponytail. What's happening?
I had to make sure. I had to make sure that I had everything I needed because I was like, I can't get up once this starts because I'm not putting pants on.
Yeah, all right.
Sherrod, I haven't seen you in so long. Can you do some of your act? I miss you.
I got you.
We can't fucking. Can you hear?
Yeah, we can't. I can't hear you, dude. You should call. Live your life, and we'll try it again later.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yeah, this is better.
Okay, perfect. Now you can hear me.
Yeah, you were just in the middle of a fucking street fair.
Yeah, it was a lot going on over there. I gotta admit it.
Yeah.
I'll be the
What are
first to
you
admit.
What are you doing? Are you fucking celebrating your birthday still?
No, I'm just laying low, pretty much. I'm out in the city, still distancing from people. Still got my mask. Me right now is around my elbow. But
Yeah.
yeah, staying away from people, and that's what I'm trying to live my best life.
It's so funny. That's sort of what I've started doing with my mask is I'll just wear it on me. Like I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
But I'm playing pretty fast and loose.
If I'm in person. But I still don't feel comfortable being around people anymore. Not yet. I was off the grid for so long, like 100 days, and now it's humans again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they're saying the schools are shut. I know my daughter, they gave her the option. Well, gave us the option to pick if she would go into school one day a week and then homeschool the rest of the time, or just remote school the whole time. When we say remote school the whole time, why go in that one day and risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's smart.
They're like, we're not promising you'll get it, but at least you'll have a chance to get it if you go one day a week.
Exactly.
At least
it's
you
like,
could say like you were in the shit. You know what I mean?
It's not nom. Nobody wants to brag about it later.
I know.
Be like, my daughter's not coming in. She has bone spurs.
It is funny though that they are. I can't believe New York is doing that. That they're doing like sending kids back to school.
But New York, I would say, is safer than other places. I gotta respect UNC. You saw University of North Carolina. They stopped school right in the middle of it because they said it was just too dangerous. Kids were getting infected and they couldn't protect them.
Yeah.
But you still got assholes beefing about the Big Ten not playing football this year.
I think New York did a good job because all those people were excited to see how many people died so they could get cheaper rent.
Yeah,
they're like, I'll stay in. I'll stay in. All the people will die, and then I'm gonna get a fucking Greenwich apartment for $800 a month.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. Joke's on you guys. You all did it well, and now all the rents are the same.
Dude.
But don't worry, the violence is still coming.
The flavor is still there.
Because I feel like they said that New York is most likely, like, we're closer to herd immunity than other places.
Yeah, we did a better job with, getting the numbers down, but nowhere is safe. And plus, they're saying most of New York's new infections are from people coming from out of town or people from here and then leave and come back. That's where most of our new infections are coming from. So that's why even in the hotels, that can enjoy.
Just say the gays going to Fire Island. We all know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. They bring back more than that Corona.
But that's, you got to get the drugs somehow. How else is the city going to function?
Touche. I mean, they got to cheek it. They got to cheek it back to the city.
Dude,
did the drug supply dry up at all?
There are so many people in New York. Like, I mean, I'm just seeing people shoot up heroin on the street now.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
That's like my childhood. Welcome back to my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Finally, New York is New York again.
Yeah.
Get some of these gentrifiers out of here.
Well, it's their childhood too, because they're like back in the womb.
I just like that it's clearing these gentrifiers out of the city. That's why the rent's going down, because these gentrifiers from the Midwest came out here and displaced all these native New Yorkers. They leave.
Yeah. I came back. I came back in the middle of April.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, the beginning of May. And I was in LA when things weren't bad. And then I came back to New York when things were at their worst. And then just like all of a sudden things got way better in New York. And when we were coming back here, everybody's like, what are you doing? And I just felt bad being away from New York during this time. I agree. I was like, I shouldn't be gone.
I agree. During 9/11, me and Greer Barnes was on tour in Holland doing comedy. We got there 9/10, and then the next day was 9/11.
Oh,
and
shit.
Everybody's like, oh, you're so safe. You're so lucky to be here. We was like, we don't want to be here. We'd rather go down with New York, motherfucker.
Yeah. There's
that's called Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
It beat me enough that I miss my beater.
Yeah.
No, I know. I wouldn't leave if I were there.
Yeah,
Or,
you know,
I mean,
New York beats you because it loves you. And that's what's important to remember.
that's the only way to feel it. I mean, even Joe DeRosa came back. You know what I mean? That's how bad he needs it.
That was court order.
Yeah, he was chased out.
Yeah.
He had an order protection for most of the rest of the country. So
he got kicked out of Paramount Studios, and they were like, "You have to go all the way back."
Yes. They're like, "Keep walking." He's like, "I'm in Chicago."
DeRosa, that no-show, that son of a bitch. I love him.
Yeah, I've seen him a lot. I've seen him. I feel like the more these outdoor shows start happening, I'm starting to see people again. It's so fucking nice. I don't know, Julian, are they doing outdoor shows in LA still, or are they not?
I haven't done any outdoor shows. I just saw a couple that were being done. I don't know. I just stopped doing. I didn't do Zoom shows that were like stand up. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to like. I did that Epics taping. That was outside. There was Epics did half hours on in the Burbank Mountains at a and it was, the tables were like it was two tops that were all obviously like 6 to 10 feet apart from each other.
Yeah.
And it was just like doing Thursday at, you know, LOL in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be shown to a lot of people, so that's fun.
Oh, that's cool. Good.
But it's good because you don't have to like wait for the laughs and shit. You just like keep going.
Oh yeah, that's like always every time you perform. You
I like it. There's no interruptions. What have you done? Like
do my act monologue style.
I mean, outdoor comedy. I've always there's like Oddball Fest was the only outdoor show I ever did that I was like, this feels fantastic. Everything else is like a nightmare.
It's awful because the sound has to be impeccable.
Yeah.
For one.
Yeah. And Oddball was doing like, you know, where the Giants would play and shit like that. So the sound was like incredible. Right. But other than that, it's like, forget it. And you need 20,000 people to hear them laugh. It's like less than that. It's like you can't hear anything.
Dude, I feel like tonight when I did a show, I should have known not to do this, but I did another show in the fucking park, and I literally ended my set like this. I just went, all right, and I just walked off. I was like, bye. Middle of my joke, bye.
Yeah.
It's torture. It's a hell game.
Torture.
Fucking torture. I don't know what people do to themselves.
Because here's the thing, I'll spend a couple days away from it. I'll spend a couple days not doing it, and then I'll be like, I want to get back to it, and then I'll do a show, and it'll be just fun enough to make me want to do another one, and then I just get to a point where I'm like, I just want to get back to doing the real fucking thing.
Exactly. All these outdoor shows are more about the comedians than it is about the crowd.
100%.
Listen, society can survive without our observational comedy, motherfuckers. We can.
And also, staying sharp is a myth. There's like 10 people that get better, and then everybody else is just like saying.
Yeah, I just felt like I was like, I have a mental disorder right now.
Yeah, that's true. You don't get this far without one.
It's not what a normal, healthy person would do. What I'm doing right now is illness.
They'll never make fun of when you see young kids wrestling in the backyard thinking it's really the WWF. So that's what comedy's doing now. Y'all just doing that shit in backyard the same way you fucking talk. There's a bunch of psychopaths.
Yes. Just
pretty soon they're gonna have a women's league.
Jesus, Julian, whose leg was that?
Mine. Why? Is it horrible?
What the fuck? It just came out of nowhere. You just held it up.
I'm in bed.
It did come out of nowhere.
It was very flexible.
It is.
Like,
you shouldn't see a man's leg with no warning after 40. It's like
it was like a mannequin leg.
Yeah. Well, only mine is stiffer.
When did you grow your father's legs?
Dude, when you see that in the mirror for the first time, it's the most sad. It's like, it's so fucking scary to be like, I know those thighs, and it's. Oh.
Dude,
What is the first thing a woman gets that is her mom's?
your knees.
Your knees? Yeah.
Yeah. When your knees, when the area above your knees starts to lose volume.
Yeah.
And you're like flexing and you look down and your knee looks.
And your knee's like, no, I'm not doing shit.
There's like a small wrinkle above your knee.
Yeah.
You just are like, fuck. And
That's why you gotta get fillers. You gotta get fillers everywhere.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna get all the elective surgeries I can.
Knees.
Yeah.
Who gets fillers in their knees?
I'm saying that's a good idea, is to start getting fillers in your knees so you don't have that saggy mom knee.
Yeah.
Hey, who are you? Joe Klecko? You got fucking gas to no knees, motherfucker. You ain't even playing NFL.
I'm saying if you're ever gonna be in a reality show selling real estate, you got to get those knee fillers.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I know Caitlyn Jenner is still Bruce. You can change everything on that body, boy, but you can't change that Klecko.
Yeah,
knee.
her knees are fucking amazing.
Oh, those knees look like Patrick Ewing's knees dipped in wet paint. And that's a fact.
So was the DNC, was it like exciting? Did anybody stand out?
It wasn't
Michelle's
exciting.
speech stood out.
Who did?
Michelle Obama. Her thing stood out. I saw that all in the news today.
That's good.
Michelle Obama stood
Hillary
out.
Clinton said something funny.
And then Bernie, I thought Bernie did a good job.
Oh, we should elect him.
Yeah, we should.
We played Bernie, man. Poor Bernie.
It was so
They
sad.
all try to adopt his fucking ideals and his fucking policies, but they don't want to give him a chance.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But you know, when you put socialist in your title, that rings funny to people who don't want to do the homework on it.
Yeah, no shit. I think also, it was really, I just saw like, it made me feel better to know that he's just like kind of playing it. He's like, look, I'm playing this straight. Like I'm playing this towards Republicans and Democrats. And he's kind of going the middle of the road, because as much as like, I would rather him choose policies that are closer to like what Bernie's doing, I know that's not what's going to win it. So I'm like, do what you got to do. Just fucking.
He can keep the policies in as long as he don't talk the same way. But we'll see what Biden is all about. Biden's an old man from Delaware.
I mean, he's basically like being held up by a series of like sticks at this point.
Yeah.
It's not,
Look, it's a matter of, do we want this country to crash and burn, or do we want to fade away? You know what I mean? Before we start. So I think we could just vote for the worst people and have it end sooner, and then we could start rebuilding, or we could, try and prolong it with Band-Aids, I don't know. What do you think's more fun? If we want to rise with machines, we go with Trump again.
Yeah. I think probably the best idea at the moment is, considering the fact that we're already on fire.
Yeah.
Trump can't get
Just
back.
let it burn.
Trump can't get back in. He can't get back in. There's going to be a lot of mischief and fucking do wrongery. He cannot get back in. But will he? Maybe. But
do you guys think he's going to win? Do you think Trump's going to win again?
Last time I was confident that he was. This time I'm not as confident, but I can still see it happening.
Yeah. All right. I feel like he's going to. I mean, that's not fear.
I think he might, but only because I didn't know when he won last time just how I knew that the Republicans had rigged the system for years, to the point where it was like really hard to win anything, like, with gerrymandering and all that stuff. But I didn't know how bad it really was until he won, and then you learn about all that stuff and just how like serious it is. So he could win again, just because we don't have time to change all of that infrastructure.
So a lot of it was changed. I know, since that last election. A lot of things, even the movie, the documentary "Slay the Dragon," it was about gerrymandering in Michigan. There's one girl who started this whole movement and shut that shit down. shut it down. Went all the way to Congress, from the Supreme Court twice, shut it down. Because they saw how they was breaking up the fucking districts,
Yeah.
making some people's votes not count and other people's votes count more.
Yeah.
But it's a long-term fight. But yeah, it's been niggas on that fight though. Definitely since that last election, because it woke a lot of people up.
Yeah.
But did it wake enough people up? That's the question.
Yeah. I mean, it put a lot of people to sleep, really, if we're being honest.
Well, it's got to feel pretty crazy. Like, even a guy like Trump has to feel bad about the fact that he's so bad that he made Americans learn about the government.
Yeah, that sucked.
He's the first guy in history.
C-SPAN's ratings never looked better.
Yeah. I have to say, that has been the worst part of this. Is like having
is social studies or whatever.
I mean, as like even as a woman, I feel like the worst part of his presidency is me having to learn history.
You need to know. You're doomed to repeat it. I blame white women for him in the first place. White women got him.
Yeah, I mean, it's 53% of us. I think it was 53% of white women voted for Trump.
I believe
and I was one of them. No.
White women did this to us, but the Karens.
I know. It's so.
All the women that shop at Madewell voted for the Democrat, and then all the other ones voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Talbot's voted for Trump, and Madewell voted for Biden.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's plenty of women that.
Are you gonna bring up Ann Taylor Loft? Because if you, I'm not.
I would never bring her name into this. I would never bring her name into this. No. Speaking of which, I went to Ann Taylor Loft today.
I was gonna say that's definitely autumn brown, that shirt.
No, this is Madewell. This is.
Is it Madewell? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, this is. I voted for Bernie. It's actually I voted for Bernie Brown. Is the
Stroud, where's your bandana from? Is that Madewell or is that Jake?
Also Madewell.
It's from Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Long Beach, Long Island, LB.
Yeah.
I do miss the Jersey Shore right now. I would go to the Jersey Shore.
Oh, you mean the bandana? Oh,
yeah,
this is from the Crip. Yeah, that's the Crip. That's Nudist Fall.
Brave.
I'm surprised Urban Outfitters hasn't tried to co-opt that yet. I think they're scared, but they're like, somebody pitched that at Urban Outfitters. They were like, let's do like a Crips and Bloods summer.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they did. The Gap, somebody did. But they got shut down.
They did get in trouble for a T-shirt. What do you remember that?
They had some shit, a bandana on something, but it was
They had a T-shirt with like two kids on it, and it was just straight up like, how did this get past 6 people? Because it was like so racist. I can't remember. It's always funny to bring something up and then not know the example.
Well, there was a period of time there where like H&M, and Urban Outfitters, and all of those places they were just putting out racist T-shirts.
They made a lot of missteps. One thing had like monkey on it. And had a black kid fucking posing in it.
Yeah, there was another, and there was I think it was like Prada or somebody had like a turtleneck with like a monkey.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, like a blackface thing.
Yeah, it was like fucked up. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Which is a shame because that was so flattering. I really wanted a piece.
It was my favorite tank. It was my favorite turtleneck.
That lawn ornament turtleneck was really, really hot.
Yeah.
They try to stick their racist ways in there. It's a fashion. It ain't right.
I know.
Part of me was wondering if they were doing it as a publicity stunt to like stir up controversy.
Nobody wants that kind of heat on their
No, I don't know. I think they fucked up.
And this cancel culture,
This isn't Calvin Klein in the 90s being like, these boys are 12. That was publicity.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is a whole different thing. This is just being tone deaf. Tone deaf to society. Because you ain't got enough ethnicities working in the fucking offices. And
exactly.
Yeah.
One of them was like, doesn't this look familiar? And they were like, I don't know. I think it's fine. That was the whole conversation.
You needed one black woman in there like this.
She's like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just not going to say anything.
Just like that.
Let it go out. Let it go out and see what happens. Is that really Madewell, Rosebud?
What?
Is that really Madewell?
Yeah.
He nailed it. He's so happy he nailed that.
Still got that crowd work.
Dude, I wear so many shirts. I wear so many shirts from Madewell. Somebody asked me if I had like a partnership with them or something.
Do you? You
Whose dad made that joke? My shirt looks like a boombox from the 80s. Like I took the old Magnavox dual cassette player and just.
Oh, you look like the side of my parents' minivan.
I want to do the windmill around you. That's the side of my minivan. You're like you're gonna circle the block after soccer practice.
Yeah, you look like the old Chryslers with the fucking wood paneling.
Yeah, it was a Pontiac. It was called the Pontiac Transport.
Yes.
It had like the pointy nose.
Yes. Exactly.
I look like a fucking Pontiac Transport. They don't even make me anymore.
I know. But you know what? I saw one of those the other day, and I swear to God, the second I saw it, I could smell the nacho cheese that I spilled in the back of my mom's van. Like I could.
It's a magical car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Julian, good luck if that shirt breaks down on finding parts.
If I lose a sleeve, I'm gonna have to put a Chrysler sleeve on it. Not gonna match.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna wear this shirt all the time because I have material.
That's great.
When's the stage coming back? Goddammit, the real stage.
I know.
Any guess on that?
No, I was thinking 2022.
They can still open it back up. That don't mean that people won't be apprehensive about going into a closed space with people laughing on them.
Dude, you know that the state liquor authority put out that thing about how they specifically said if you have a liquor license, you can't have performances, and they said comedy shows specifically. They said you can't have comedy shows or your liquor license will be taken away, which is like $100,000 or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, you can't allow. Yeah, that's not
You're
worth
like
it.
doomed. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be 2022. I feel like it's gonna be a long fucking time.
We're gonna follow Broadway's lead, like just like everything. I think once Broadway is back, we can be back.
Yeah, I hope so. Cause I mean, I worry. I'm like, if Broadway doesn't come back before 2022, I'm like, New York is gonna be a wasteland. Like,
it could be. It won't be the same, but
It's
they'll
gonna
come
look like
back.
the Deuce. It's gonna look like the Deuce all over again.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing I know about those. Go ahead.
We're gonna have two James Francos to deal with. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Listen, one thing I know about those great white wave sissies is that they got New York back.
Yeah.
Nobody? I call them sissies.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't.
Nobody?
I have the word for that. A nice way to say that, by the way.
Yeah. I know you did.
Well, what else you got to do?
Those Tinkerbells. You're just like, you're going through your 1930s slang.
Yeah. Those Yankee Doodle dandies.
Those Jiminy Lickets.
I was going back and forth. Me and Andy and Rich. Like me and Andy just started picking on Rich on Twitter last night. And Rich was coming back with the oldest fucking burns I've ever heard in my life. Rich told me to go get my Shine Box and scram. I was like, what the fuck?
That's pretty good.
What kind of dust bowl shit is this?
I'm pure 90s with mine. I'm like Monique. I'm like, I know I look good. Skinny bitches can suck my dick.
I know. Oh God.
When you first said Monique, I thought it was going to be something hateful against Netflix.
Oh, really?
Well, it's her money. She didn't get that money.
Yeah.
You know another story? They offer her $500,000. She said she $1 million comic.
Is she still in that fight with them, or is that over?
Yeah, they're still in that
Ended,
fight.
didn't it?
I don't think so.
I think it
I'm not
ended.
sure.
I think she won.
How did it? She won what?
Monique won a settlement.
Really?
So she getting more.
I don't know how much it
money.
was.
All right, go ahead. I was gonna attack her. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say good for her. If she won, that's awesome.
But how do you do what they gonna pay you for? Okay, so she won what? So she gonna do a special for more money?
I don't know. I just heard that she won her case against, what is it, Netflix?
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't read any of the details.
It sounds like she ended up making special money without shooting a special.
That's the fucking way to go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If you ask me,
That's
she
right.
fucking knows what the fuck she's doing.
Us fools still working on material.
I've had that happen a couple times in my career where I got paid to not do something, and I swear to God, it made everything else worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. They're like this. Oh, we gotta cancel the show, but the university still won't pay you. I'm like, thank you, university. Thank you, university.
You're like, good, because I missed my flight. So
I'm like, where's that campus bar I heard so much about?
Yeah. Sorry, Andy's texting me that he's coming back. Andy's doing another show in the park because I guess one wasn't enough for him.
Yeah, I mean, some people just punishment like encouragement. Probably wouldn't be able to do this.
I mean,
haven't
I'm like,
seen
if you
one
want me
yet.
to hit you during sex, you can just do that. You could just ask me to do that.
yeah,
You don't
but
have
not
to
hard
do all
enough.
these shows in the park. It's so sad.
Man, listen to me. Park shows are the worst shows, and we all know it. You know it. But
Yeah.
if that's the only thing you got to hold on to, still don't do it.
I remember doing Tompkins Square when everything was fine, and I was like, "Why is this a thing? This is the worst."
William Stevenson.
Huh?
Only time I saw a good show in Washington Square Park is when William Stevenson, God bless his soul, was hosting and Chappelle was closing.
Yeah. I haven't seen anybody go on stage outside and like where they're closing, where they tried to close and had it work. Like,
Really?
there's no way to like close when you're outdoors. You just have to go, because it's like the stuff that you think is gonna work isn't, and the stuff that's always worked will not. So you just go, all right. You just kind of have to back away slowly and
You just
like,
dissipate like a fart.
Yeah, exactly. You're like just vaporize.
It's so many distractions around you in the park that you can't help but not to see a bird, nigga, in the middle of a french fry. When the audience is looking at so much, there's so much out there. It's like when you take your dog out to the park and that motherfucker smelling and sniffing, he like, don't talk to me now. I just got too much coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you trying to tell jokes to them. It's like, it ain't gonna work out. Unless you can fence off the shit around them so they can't see other shit. It's just brutal.
I tried to do a joke about abortion, and I swear to God, I said my punchline, and you heard children's laughter before the audience could respond.
The kids are like, that's us you talking about.
And I was like, this is my fault. I mean, I'm an idiot, you know? I was like, I deserve this.
They're like, my mom's abortion didn't work. You think that joke's gonna work?
Yeah, they're like, ha ha. I swear to God, these kids, you just hear like joyful children's laughter, and I'm up there just screaming at these strangers about abortion. I was like, what am I doing? I need drugs. I need to relapse.
That look on your face, money, was the most frightening thing. Damn, that scared the shit out of me. I need drugs. It doesn't look like a. I'm like, is that Dennis Rodman looking at me? You better get this bitch some drugs. Damn, that was frightening.
I've never had that look.
Never.
Man alive.
We've been looking at each other with that look.
You better take up puzzles or something. Get a puzzle.
I have a puzzle. I've got lots of puzzles over here. I've done enough puzzles. The puzzles don't help.
Yo, I feel bad. I forgot about this, and I have to go have dinner with my family.
Good. Listen, they ain't got enough time out of this episode, nigga.
I know.
Man,
It's the only stand-up the only stand-up I get to do is at the table. So
Wow.
right.
It's a park where everyone's 5.
Oh, they boo you like nobody's business. They say, "Hit 'em this hat."
They literally do the Disney kid thing where they're like, Papa.
Dude.
I'm like, no, I don't have it anymore.
That was a long enough show. Do some pluggy plugs. I got a beer waiting on the table.
Let's see. Do I have any? Oh yeah, I think it's in October that Epic's season comes out. So I have a half-hour special coming out on Epic's in October. So check that out.
And that was the one that was taped. Where was it taped again?
It was taped in a restaurant in the Burbank Mountains.
Okay.
So it was like in the middle of nowhere and very few people there. It's a TV taping. So check it out to see if that works. The audience, the audio where they sweeten the laughs is going to be so obvious because they'll cut to the crowd. It'll be like 8 people, but then the crowd will sound like fucking Radio City.
Yeah.
Well, the NBA, and they all doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, congrats on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, congrats.
Rosie?
Rose, what are you doing?
Well, you guys, this is on YouTube, so you can just go to my YouTube channel, Rosebud Baker, and all my podcasts and stuff are on there. And on Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Rosebud Baker.
Do you still have your love of Justin Bieber?
I do still love him very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the similar vibe between Andy and Justin.
Yeah, other people have pointed that out, but it's really he's a bargain bin Justin, if anything.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Let him have a dance off before you throw the towel in.
What's that?
A dance off before you throw the towel in on Andy.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I love Andy. I love him. This is it. He's been great. This whole fucking quarantine's been fantastic. We've had fun together. When people say that he looks like Justin, I get self-conscious because I feel like my obsession got out of control. Like you know what I mean? I'm like, okay.
Like when Nicolas Cage was dating Elvis's daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was a big fan.
Yes.
The weirdest shit. I'm a collector.
That's exactly. I start to go, uh-oh, holy shit. And then I
You're
dyed his hair blonde and I was like, fuck, I've really done something here.
You're gonna start giving him bottled water from Calabasas.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You're a collector.
I'm a psycho.
Where can people, so you said where people can find you and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Julian McCall on Instagram. I'm about to launch an 80s podcast, so that'll be something that old people won't be able to find.
That's a good show. Make sure you check
Would you be on it, Sherrod? You were there. All right.
Check out Small Ball, my sports comedy podcast with MC Rowe. You can check it on Apple Music and Spotify. Small Ball. We got some great episodes on there. Everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sherrod.
Hi, guys. I miss you guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you.